You can retire from a job, but don't ever retire from making extremely meaningful contributions in life. By Stephen Covey. The past cannot be changed or forgotten, edited or erased. It can only be accepted by Wiz Khalifa. You were born to achieve, to release your inner power, to fulfill your uniqueness. By Eric Butterworth. Learning to earn a living is only half the job. The other half is to make life worthwhile and meaningful. By Sai Baba. I'm actually trying to make sense of the world. There's nothing cynical or absurd in what I do. By Yue Min Jun. Do not let your grand ambitions stand in the way of small but meaningful accomplishments. By Bryant H. McGill. I understand that a man can have everything having nothing and nothing having everything. By Mihai Eminescu. Worrying is stupid. It's like walking around with an umbrella waiting for it to rain. By Wiz Khalifa. Don't aim for success if you want it, just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. By David Frost. A wise person speaks carefully and with truth, for every word that passes between one's teeth is meant for something. By Moefi K. DeSanti. Somebody asked me if I knew you. A million memories flashed through my mind, but I just smiled and said I used to. By Wiz Khalifa. Living in a chronic state of unawareness can cause us to miss much of what is most beautiful and meaningful in our lives. By John Kabat-Zinn. It's easy to say, "I love you," to someone, but it's more meaningful to thank someone for loving you. By John Bon Jovi. Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. By Ella Fitzgerald. Be grateful for what you have and stop complaining. It bores everybody else, does you no good and doesn't solve any problem. By Zig Ziglar. All the money in the world doesn't mean a thing if you don't have time to enjoy it. By Oprah Winfrey. In every conceivable manner, the family is linked to our past, bridge to our future. By Alex Haley. The most meaningful way to differentiate your company from your competition is to do an outstanding job with information. By Bill Gates. If work is just going in every day and getting a check, it's an ugly life. When you can make work a meaningful purpose, you've hit the jackpot. For People. By Jack Welch. Keep smiling, because life is a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. By Marilyn Monroe. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man will have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. By Henry Ford. Memory is not just the imprint of the past time upon us, it is the keeper of what is meaningful for our deepest hopes and fears. By Rollo May. It is better to have a meaningful life and make a difference than to merely have a long life. By Bryant H. McGill. The internet could be a very positive step towards education, Organization and Participation in a Meaningful Society by Noam Chomsky. On a cosmic scale, our life is insignificant, yet this brief period when we appear in the world is the time in which all meaningful questions arise by Paul Ricoeur. People have to talk about something just to keep their voice boxes in working order, so they'll have good voice boxes in case there's ever anything really meaningful to say by Kurt Vonnegut. We can never know what might have been, but what is to come is another matter entirely by C.S. Lewis. Victory is much more meaningful when it comes not just from one person, but from the joint achievements of many by Howard Schultz. Deprived of meaningful work, men and women lose their reason for existence. They go stark, raving mad by Fyodor Dostoevsky. A man can't make a place for himself in the sun if he keeps taking refuge under the family tree by Helen Keller. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing by George Bernard Shaw. You can't trample infidels when you're at tortoise. I mean, all you could do is give them a meaningful look by Terry Pratchett. The first condition of education is being able to put someone to wholesome and meaningful work by John Ruskin.